classmates and especially to Mr. These evenings, we are going to tackle a certain topic, and that is the uses of idioms in creative writing or composition. So I know that we know what we often discussed since we were in first year college, or shall I say in high school days. So let me ask you one question, maybe you just asked. So who among you here could still remember what an idiom is? Anyone wants to answer? Okay, let me answer. Okay, what is the dictionary expression? Or an idiom? Oh my God, let me Okay, since no one wants to answer, so I myself will be the one to answer. So, based on my research, according to OxfordDictionary.com, idioms are special phrases. Okay, idioms are special phrases with figurative meanings that are entirely different than their literal meanings. So these phrases play a vital role for writers who want to connect with the readers in such a way that it is not so dry, or maybe by adding a little bit of humor to their work. So in other words, when we say an idiom, it is a combination of words that seems perfectly natural to the native speakers of the language, but somehow seems odd or peculiar to other people, usually because it has a meaning different than the literal meaning of the words. So when we say odd or peculiar, it just means that unusual or strange. It is not a usual way of understanding. And now, we will proceed to the advantages and the disadvantages of using idioms in creative writing. So first, I have here the advantages. So number one, utilizing idioms can be a great tool for writers to convey their messages, all while making their work making their work that's much more interesting for the readers. So in other words, idioms can add a new level of whatever it is that you may be writing. It is a powerful way to show, that you can comprehend different or unique phrases by making indirect references. And now we proceed to the next. Using idioms in every composition add a dimension to the story and allows the readers to look past the words and phrases that they are reading. So in other words, the readers can create an image of the certain parts of the story, certain parts of the story in his or her own mind. And now we proceed to number 3. Incorporating interesting idioms in your writing creatively somehow like putting a little bit of humor to the work. So, ergo, incorporating idioms in our writing really fascinates the minds of every reader to to get interested in what they have read. And also, it helps them, and also it gives more flavor to English language by giving more colors, emphasizing the real substantive meaning of the certain features using the connotative level of understanding. And now we'll proceed to the number 4. Idioms. So number 4. Time is needed to explain the meaning of certain idioms, and practice is essential using them regularly in composition. So since Filipinos have a famous saying that goes like this, practice makes perfect. So it is indeed essential for the writers. And to undergo practice in using idioms in the work, because through this, they become more aware or familiar on the meaning of that certain idioms. And also, it helps them to make their work more extremely interesting, fascinating, alluring, and most especially stunning on the part of the readers. And now proceed to number 5. Idioms for writers are a way to describe a boring or dry topic. So as we all know, idioms can add more beautification to the topic or to the work or to the writing of a certain author. So it is also a triumphant way of writers to catch the interest of the readers upon reading their work. And now we'll proceed to the disadvantages of creative writing. Disadvantages of creative writing, of idioms in creative writing. So first, I have here overdo of using idioms in a certain writing may oftentimes makes the readers get bored and lost interest. So since idioms are too arduous or ambiguous to understand for the writers who are really not certain, or shall I say, not certain? Not certain or familiar with those words. So there's a big possibility that there's a big possibility that those readers may get confused and they become bored upon reading the text. So it is indeed beneficial for the writers not to overdo of using idioms, because as what I've said, it may oftentimes get the readers bored because they really don't understand what the saying or shall I say phrases mean. And now proceed to the number 2. Before using an idiom, make sure that you fully understand the meaning of the idiom you're using. It will drive your readers crazy if you take an idiom out of the context or you use an incorrect idiom in your work. So if we are going to use idiom anyway in our writing, be sure to find it well written, since idioms are too difficult to understand. Thus, it's best necessary for the writers to use an idiom that has a simple meaning, so that it would be easy for the readers to understand what the text is all about. And now we'll proceed to the number 3. Idioms for editors are the case of the are the pain in the bahar. It is indeed the pain in the bahar. Because it is indeed the pain in the bahar. So it is indeed the pain in the bahar because not all readers or not all readers would really understand what I'm saying. Could really understand what the meaning of that certain idiom implied on that certain text or writing or composition.
Say something of your report without looking at your guide or samples on the board. Just like an abstract of your report without looking at your guides or your notes or anything that is written on the board.
So
Face the audience. Do not look up
idioms are
anymore.
very much vital and significant for us. Why? Because
No, I said say that something what you have understood of your report. No need for you to refer to your notes or to writings on the board. Anything what you have understood of your report.
so idioms are very much vital and significant. So it's very much vital and significant for us as an educators or future educators to have a knowledge of idioms, since idioms are the way of comprehending the most crucial word or shall I say phrase in a certain topic, or when we talk all about literary composition. So as a consequence, I could say that idioms are really are the way. I would say that idioms are the way of our existence because in every corner, in every aspect of studying English language, we could really encounter idioms, and it is best for us to even have knowledge on that certain idioms so that we could understand or we can easily understand what that text